My name's Debbie Hicks. For most of my life, actually, been an activist. For whatever, we've all made mistakes in the past or we see things differently. I was actually a Labour activist for many years. I used to do lots of street activism like this around the southwest of the country on all sorts of issues. On homelessness was one of the big things I used to campaign for. And when the lockdown came in early 2020, I knew straight away it was a scam. And I couldn't wait to get out. I was itching to get out on the streets and take action. But I had to wait, obviously, and it came. And it came, and more people came out on the streets. And we reached that wonderful 1 million people. It was about 1 million, wasn't it? On the streets of London around this time 3 years ago. Wasn't that a momentous day? Remember? And we need to get back to that spirit of activism and getting out and taking action and speaking up. Because do you know what, guys? We've kind of lost it. And I get why we've lost it. The weather doesn't help, I know. But it feels hopeless at times, doesn't it? It feels so big. It feels bigger than us. But do you know what? I'm sorry to keep saying this well-known phrase. We are the 99%. They are scared of us. That is the truth. They do everything that they do. Everything that they've been doing the last 4 years is because they are truly terrified of us, the people, taking back our power. Because we can do so easily if we stick together. And if we unify and come together, and may I say so in Leicester, to come together, we have to stop playing the games of divide and rule. Because that is exactly what is playing out at the moment in this country and around the world. They want to divide you on the colour of your skin, your religion, the country you come from, what language you speak, whether you're male or female, whatever other things they want to create to divide us. They want us fighting among each other. And some of you are doing it, not necessarily you. Some people are doing it. We have to be smarter than them. They are relying on us blaming each other to take us into World War III. That is what they need. They need you to hate your fellow human beings. When the truth is, it's they are our enemy. That tiny cabal of people, the financial cabal that are running the show. They are your enemy. Remember that. They are your enemy. And we must, if we want to learn from the past, or thousands, I would say, thousands of years of history of divide and rule, we have to learn from that we need to unite. We can't stop the bombs. We can't stop the genocide. We can't stop the democide that has been so clearly shown up by Jackie Devoy and her wonderful new film, if you can watch that. I think it's called Playing God, about the democide of the lockdown and the attack on people during the lockdown in this country, the 15-minute city agenda that's kicking in London, in Oxford, in all the cities where they want to digitally close you in a digital cage like this, but digitally. They want to stop you traveling. They want to stop you moving in a dystopian cage. All of these things that are kicking in around the world, we can only stop it if we're united. The cashless society, I would say, and I've been out campaigning for the last 2 years to keep cash, I would argue that keeping cash and stopping programmable money, specifically programmable money, and we're all clear, aren't we, what programmable money is? Programmable money is the idea that you will not be able to do anything until your money has been approved by the bank. So you want to go, I wouldn't approve if you're going in there, but you want to go in McDonald's and you want to get yourself a burger. Once you get to the screen, if you're going to do it that way, I think you have to now, don't you? Once you get to the screen and you put your card in, or in the future it'll be your hand, you've been to a protest today. I'm not saying you eat burgers, by the way, or McDonald's burgers. You can't have a burger. No, well, good. No. But you have the choice if you want to, yeah? You can't have a burger today. You get to the pub. Who am I going to pick on for the pub? My husband? No, not anymore. When you get to the pub, you've had too many pints this week, Merv. Sorry. No more. That is programmable money. It's controlling you in terms of your free speech, your right to protest, your right to drink alcohol, eat meat, your right to travel. Everything is going to be controlled. And if we go cashless, you're not going to have a choice. You are not going to have a choice if we go cashless. And what's more, and I'm so sorry, can I say, there is no point, in all truth, there is no point dreaming of going off into an off-grid society and escaping all this. Come on, let's be realistic. They're going to come for all of us in the end. We can't run from this tyranny. We can't run from this totalitarian system, which is why I get so frustrated when people say to me, oh, Debbie, what is the point in you going out? What is the point in protesting? What is the point in leafleting? There is every point, because we have no other choice. We have to protest. We have to not comply. We have to leaflet, and we have to keep going, because there is nowhere to run and hide. So, can I finally say, we are not going to take this, are we? We are not going to take this control, are we? And what we're going to do, we're going to keep coming out. We're going to keep leafleting. And when the general election comes, if it comes, if they don't use war to stop it, and that's my big fear. When the general election comes, use it, because I suspect it could be the last election we ever see. When it comes, I want all of you to run for office all over the country as independents. And can I say, if you live in Blackpool, anybody from Blackpool today? Vote for Damon. Vote for Damon Sharp for Blackpool South, is it? Blackpool North. Dr. Techcom for Leicester, is that correct? Is that a certain area of Leicester? Sorry? Melton and Syston. Melton and Syston for Dr. Techcom. You must vote for him. If you live in Gloucestershire, a big shout out for Matt Randolph in Gloucestershire, who's running for the Police and Crime Commissioner. Get your vote and vote for these people, because we are the last chance. Because you know what? One more thing that has to be said. Do not be fooled by the talk of direct democracy. Citizens' assemblies. It is a Trojan horse. We can't have direct democracy at this current time. It's not going to work. We have too big a population to do it. Maybe in the future if they get their way. But at the moment, so any talk of direct democracy is a World Economic Forum agenda. Look into it. Because what they want to do is they want citizens' assemblies online, and you know what that will be. They're going to select people at random from the population, and it's going to be on like the Muppet Show on Zoom, yeah? Muppet Show on Zoom. Do you think they're going to be real people? You've been following the Princess of Wales stuff, haven't you? Do you really think online citizen assemblies are going to be real? It is going to be a fake show with CGI, AI, and high advanced technology to fool you into thinking you've got direct democracy. So when you hear talk of direct democracy, and some people might be very well-meaning with that, but question it, because it is very dangerous, and it's a World Economic Forum agenda. We have to fight to keep and change and reform representative democracy. It is all we've got left before it all goes. So fight at the next election, vote for people at the next election, get out and do as much as you can. And one final thing before I finish, I'm running for office as well. Make sure you vote for me in Swindon if you can. I'm running in Swindon. And if they let me in the same room, I forgot about myself to mention I'm running. If they let me in the same room as the candidates, and I don't think they're going to, I can promise you I will tear them apart. They will not come out of that room very happy. So watch this space. I doubt they're going to let me in the same room as them. But finally, you're in Leicester today. And Leicester is an amazing place because about 15 years ago, I think it's about 15 years ago, was it 10? About 10, 15 years ago, we came to Leicester, and was it down here? We visited the museum, didn't we? Where they found the remains of Richard III. And it was an amazing experience. I learned that Richard III was the last true warrior king of England, and he died in battle. I think at Bosworth, I think it was in 1485. He died in battle on the battlefield. And this amazing researcher, they've done a film about her, I think, with Steve Coogan. We watched it, didn't we? This amazing researcher kept going until she found his remains down here in the museum. And go, if you're in Leicester for the weekend, go and visit the museum. He was the last warrior king. And it's a lesson for us all, because the history books tell us that he was a tyrant. He was evil. He did evil things. But when you look into it, he actually did a lot for the people. He was for the people. And they deliberately tried to smear him, paint him as this dark, evil character when he wasn't. And all of us stood here, Dr. Tech Khan, Damon, Fiona, Andrew Bridgen, we all know what it's like to be painted as someone that's evil, causing trouble, Ronan is lying. So can I say to you, in the spirit of Richard III, get back your warrior spirit. Keep coming out. Keep fighting. Thank you.